Hola chicos, hola chicas. Welcome to another video o sacapuntas GCSE. Tengo una avería. Una avería en la bicicleta. No me gusta nada. No me gusta tener una avería. Odio tener una avería. No me gusta and odio. Two opinions, negative opinions that probably you already know. But in GCSE, and in Spanish in general, you need to learn more negative opinions. Because in Spanish, we got plenty of ways to express our anger,
Siempre negativa.
our worries, and basically to say
Nunca
like
positiva.
Instead of no me gusta or odio, you can say many other negative opinions. Let's start. Today, 20 negative opinions in Spanish. Vamos. No me gusta nada.
Siempre negativa. Siempre negativa. Nunca positiva.
Me avergüenza. I'm ashamed about something. Now, the key thing in here, double dot, you go over the U. That is called diéresis, and in Spanish sometimes we put that on some U's. So you need to imagine that you are ashamed of getting all these goo chocolate dessert. Imagine you are on a diet and you are getting one of these goo desserts. Way to remember that me avergüenza is I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of something. For example, me avergüenza comer chocolate goo. But also you can say me avergüenza el racismo, o me avergüenza la discriminación. Me avergüenza. I feel ashamed. Me enoja. Now, me enoja is when you feel really angry about something. And the key thing here is trying to find in your brain something related with eno, E-N-O. Like, for example, enough is enough. The E-N-O of enoja is the beginning of enough. So when you have enough, it really angers you something. Me enoja el desempleo juvenil. Desempleo juvenil. Desempleo is unemployment and juvenil is youth. So youth unemployment. And see here, España es el líder del desempleo juvenil en Europa. Me enoja. It angers you the level of unemployment, youth unemployment in Spain. Desempleo. Another word for desempleo is paro, which literally means stop, when you stop working. So desempleo and paro is the same, unemployment. Me enoja. Enough is enough. Me fastidia. Now, me fastidia is similar to me enoja, really. It's someone annoys you. The key thing in here is fast. So you need to imagine that someone is driving fast, is overtaking you, and you feel anger because it's almost crashing into your car. So, fastidia means angers you, and someone is driving fast and it's making you anger. For example, me fastidia el atasco. 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 Traffic jam. Me fastidia estar en un atasco. It angers me to be in a traffic jam. Me fastidia estar en un atasco. Me inquieta. As you can see, this is one of the opinions that are completely different to English. It means worries you, but something or someone is worrying you. So the key word in here is quiet. As you can see, you got quiet in there, and you need to imagine that you're entering a place where it's quiet, like a cemetery, for example, and it worries you. Me inquieta el aumento de las personas sin techo. Aumento, increase, and personas sin techo literally means people without roof, homeless people. Me inquieta, it worries you. Inquieta el ruido en la ciudad. Ruido, noise, ruido. It worries you, the noise in the city. Me inquieta el ruido en la ciudad. Me inquieta. da igual, in Spanish we say that a lot, is when you don't care about something. Me da igual. We can say as well, no me importa. Me da igual, as you can see, the IGUA is similar to iguana, the beginning of iguana. So, me dan igual las iguanas. You don't care about iguanas. Now, when you talk about something plural, we add an N to these verbs. So, me da igual would be something singular, and me dan igual is when it's plural, when obviously it's more than one iguana. So, we need to add an N. Me da miedo. It scares me. It gives me fear, literally. It scares me. Me da miedo. Me dan miedo las películas de miedo. And again, because películas is plural, films, horror films, or literally fear films, me da miedo, you need to add an N at the end of me da. Me dan miedo. It scares me. Now, me da rabia is something that angers you a lot as well. And comes from rabies, that disease that some dogs and some animals got, and they can pass that to human beings. And it makes you basically mad. Me da rabia. It makes me mad. Me dan rabia los perros con rabia. As you can see, because it's dogs with rabies, and it's more than one dog, we need to add an N at the end of me da. Me dan rabia. Remember, you add an N to the verb when you talk about something. Me da rabia la pobreza en el mundo. La pobreza. What is pobreza? Well, pobreza is poverty. And the P-O at the beginning of pobreza is the same as poverty. Me da rabia la pobreza en el mundo. Here we can see pobreza en el mundo. Podemos ver we can see the percentage of people, el tanto por ciento o el porcentaje de población que vive con $5.50 o menos al día. Of people that lives with less than $5.50 or less al day. Tenemos, por ejemplo, en muchos países de África, a lot of countries in Africa, they live with, a lot of people live with less than $5 per day. Pobreza en el mundo. Me da rabia. Estoy en contra del racismo. I'm against. Estoy en contra de la discriminación. I'm against discrimination. As you can see, discrimination, you change the T for a C in Spanish. So most of the nouns that ends in T-I-O-N. Discriminación, discrimination. Estoy en contra. I am against.
Harto ya de estar harto, ya me cansé.
This one is really interesting. Estoy harto. Harto, or harta, if you're a girl, come from fartus. And in Latin, fartus is when you stuff food with something else. And it makes you fed up when you actually eat that. And that actually, fed up, comes from the idea of eating a lot and being completely fed up of food in your stomach. And remember, harto in Spanish comes from fartus, and the F becomes an H in Spanish. So estoy harto de means literally I'm fed up. And because fartus is similar to fart, you can imagine that you're fed up of someone farting. It's just to help you to remember, estoy harto means fed up. For example, estoy harto de la desigualdad. Desigualdad, inequality. Estoy harto de la desigualdad. I'm fed up of inequality. O estoy harto de la contaminación. Contaminación. Remember, the T becomes a C in Spanish. Contamination or pollution. Contaminación.
No comprendes que yo no soporto el rap, no soporto el rap, no soporto el rap.
Now, no soporto sounds like I don't support, but actually it's a false friend. It doesn't mean that. Now, you need to imagine Porto, a beautiful city in Portugal, but in this time, just to remember that no soporto means I can't stand something, when you don't really like something, you need to imagine that you went there to Porto in Portugal and you didn't like it at all, even though it's a beautiful city. But remember, we're using this as a mental hook to remember something in Spanish. So, no soporto Porto. I can't stand the city of Porto. No soporto. No soporto la basura en la calle. I can't stand rubbish on the street. No soporto. Por desgracia. Sounds like a disgrace. Por desgracia. Means unfortunately. So, por desgracia. Por desgracia, hay mucha basura en la calle. Hay mucha basura en la calle. Unfortunately, there is plenty of rubbish in the street. O, por desgracia, hay mucha contaminación en la ciudad. Por desgracia. It's like unfortunately, okay? Hay mucha contaminación en la ciudad. O, por desgracia, hay mucho ruido en la ciudad. Ruido, noise. There is plenty of noise in the city, unfortunately. Por desgracia. Remember, it doesn't mean disgrace, but it's similar to disgrace in the sense that it's unfortunately something happened. La desventaja, disadvantage, la desventaja. La desventaja es el ruido, the noise, la contaminación, pollution, la basura en la calle, rubbish on the street. La desventaja, disadvantage.